So it didn't turn out. Clyde didn't want to answer his door. Hey yo guys, it's your boy EJ here. You know, we're going to Clyde's house. We're gonna knock on Clyde's house. Pupunta kami doon. Isa kaming magdanak sa sa bahay nila. Ha? Yeah, we're gonna be robbing Clyde's house. The last thing you would want is 5 random guys to knock on your door and rob your house. So today, that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so far today, there's been an athletic awards. We also played a concert today. That was quite fun.
Yeah, and here's the clip.
Where's Joseph, bro?
Joseph! Dito na naman.
There, where are you guys going, bro? I don't even know what this place is.
Oh, shopping cart.
Oh, there's a shopping cart right there. Let's go. We're gonna ride on that shopping cart, bro.
Come on, get in the shopping cart.
Come on, get in, bro. Get in. John's gonna push you. Ang iwan kayo, gago. Sanay naman ako eh. Lahat ng ex ko, iniwanan ako. Oh.
Tayo na lang dalawa, tayo na lang magsama, tayo na lang dalawa, tayo naman talaga, tayo na lang dalawa.
Hey, wash me wet. Oh, yun nay. Hey, yun. Nandito na kami. Malapit kila Clyde. EJ, na po kami. Magnanak na kami. Ito? Oh. Shh, kami. Totoo ba yun? Kila Clyde ba yun? Clyde! Lumabas ka dyan! Gala tayo! Hindi to sasagot. Fortnite is life eh. Nagpo-Fortnite to eh. Clyde! Narinig ka namin! Labas! Ang ingay ko, grabe.
So it didn't turn out. Clyde didn't want to answer his door. So we
Why are you
left.
talking like that?
Or else we would get cold. Because the last thing you want to be is cold.
Bobo ni... Ngayon na nag-reply si Clyde. Anong sabi? Saan? Anong gusto mo sa Pilipinas? Ano namimiss mo sa Pilipinas? Ano nga namimiss mo sa Pilipinas?
Wala.
Baby.
Ay! Mga family ko. Tsaka mga pagkain.
Namimiss ka ba? Ng
Ha?
pagkain?
Ha?
Namimiss ka ng pagkain? Kakainin mo?
I miss being able to go home. They've had me here for 3 days. I've been trapped. Some help. Help, please.
Grabe itong mga to. Ah, sabi ni Clyde. Saan?
Nasa Moldova na
There's gonna be a skit soon.
Like I said, there's gonna be a skit.
He's gonna be in there. Some of our friends are gonna be in there. It's gonna be lit.
So today guys, I'm eating chicken bat. Yes, you might.
Ito po, naglalaro sila ng bato pa topic. Kung sino talo, papaluin. Lakasan nyo! Lakasan nyo! Nilalakasan eh. May bukol na. Palakas kay Mia.
Marcos, come.
Marcus, come and play! Marcus, play. Play with them. Play with EJ.
I don't wanna play with EJ. Shoot. No. Shoot.
Oh.
You gotta play with my head. Oh. No.
No, like this.
Hit me with it. Hit me with it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not the hard. Not the hard. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Yeah.
Gago.
That's it for today.
So guys, gagawa pa ako ng skate. Be aware of that. Thank
For watching. Peace out.
It's too late to turn back now. We got close, but we lost somehow. You don't know how to compromise, and I don't know how to say goodbye. If we